Where is our heart? What is within us? That is what we are encouraged to try to appreciate today, this Sunday, by way of the scripture readings. Our relationship to God. The first reading speaks to us of our ancestors in their faith, in their relationship to God in these terms. What great nation is there that has God so close to it as the Lord, our God, is to us? So what was that feeling that the Jewish people had at that time about God? He is close to us. He brought them out of Egypt from slavery. And then he speaks to them about 10 commandments. Did they feel free to do what was right and good? Or did they feel free to do what they selfishly wanted to do? How do we feel toward the keeping of the 10 Commandments? To love God above all things, to respect His holy name, to take time for daily prayer, and together come to Mass on Sunday, to have respect for our parents, to respect life and not kill, to use the sexual impulse in a loving way and respect the life generated thereby, to respect the property of others and not steal, of speaking the truth and not lying? Do we guard the commandments with love and gratitude, or only because we fear the pains of hell? What is inside of us? Jesus said in another part of the gospel that he had come not to abolish the law, the 10 Commandments, but rather to bring them into perfection. How do we feel about keeping the 10 Commandments? Are they imposed upon us, or are they a help for us to live a more perfect and happy life? Our feelings are important. They betray our interior life, where our heart is. Jesus does say here that our hearts can cause unchastity, theft, murder, adultery, greed, malice, etc., etc. But Jesus also speaks from his own activities which orientate in his heart his feelings toward humanity. And those feelings, his heart, are not generating all these sins. He feeds 5,000 Jewish people. He feeds 4,000 Gentile humanity. He heals a man born blind. And he speaks to his disciples about himself, the Son of Man, going through death to change it into new life for humanity. These actions come out of Jesus' feelings. He is God. So from God's heart, God's feelings. Our interior life. Our biological heart is that muscle that pumps blood continually through our bodies. But it is symbolic of our interior life, our feelings, our hearts. Our good feelings give us valor. Just the day before yesterday, we celebrated St. John the Baptist, his beheading. How was St. John able to speak up to Herod and Herodias about the incorrect things they were doing and not want to kill Herod or Herodias? Also, we have formed the family of parishes of St. Gaspar. And St. Gaspar was asked to take a vow against the Pope in favor of Napoleon. And he said, "No, I cannot take this vow in favor of Napoleon." But he didn't want to kill Napoleon. He wanted to correct him. And so having good feelings gives a person valor, be able to stand up for what is right and not take vengeance or look ways to kill someone who is not doing right, but to convert them, to bring them into the faith. And so St. Gaspar went out into the hills where there were the bandits in order to help them, not to kill them, not to send out the Vatican army to kill them, but to send missionaries to convert them. The good feelings that Gaspar had gave him valor in favor of something constructive. It is important to experience feelings of being wanted, of being cared for. And these can come from parents, from teachers, from companions, co-workers. Jesus was like a companion of the disciples, or like a co-worker, and although they did not understand what he was doing until his resurrection, he was showing his good feelings toward them by changing what they feared most, death, by going through death to change death into new life. That came from the heart of God, from his feelings for his disciples and his feelings for you and for me. How do you experience the feeling of God toward you? It is important to be reflective. Appreciate the organ within you that is pumping blood through your veins 24 hours a day, your eyes that give you sight, your ears that allow you to capture sounds around you, and that sense of taste by which you enjoy that peach ice cream, delicious salad with French dressing, and a pork tenderloin. But appreciate that sense of savor is a gift from God. God showing his feelings for us, giving us these good things. Also, if we frequently use internet and a cell phone, be reflective and appreciate that this technology is only utilizing the sound and light waves that are part of creation, and they come from the good feelings God has toward us as Creator, who continues to create in our favor day after day. When we find ourselves with other people of outstanding character, ability, and intelligence, that is to say, superior to our own, we could have feelings of envy. But on the other hand, if we see them as part of God's marvelous creation, and these people superior to us in ability can cause feelings of gratitude to God for him and for her, and what they can do for society and for our world of today. And so our interior life of good feelings in the heart, then it is helped by the exterior law, the Ten Commandments. Within us, we feel loved by God, loved by other people. This is our heart. And then the Ten Commandments help us to live this love. Loving God above all, respecting his name, taking time for him personally, daily, and in community on the Lord's Day, Sunday. Have a true love of others, other human beings, parents, love of the life of others. Use a sexual impulse expressing true and lasting care and to create new life. Appreciating that others have material well-being, speaking the truth and not desiring neither things of life of another. And so, let us continue to cultivate our heart, our feelings in favor of goodness, in favor of making God's kingdom present here on earth.